When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Williams-Brice Stadium, home of the South Carolina Gamecocks. As we'll see, the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the South Carolina Gamecocks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Buckeyes will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Formation for these receivers. The toss to the right. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
You know, these little 1 to 2, 3-yard gains early, they're like body blows in a boxing match, and those gains become 10, 12, 15-yarders as the game goes on and they wear this defense down.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Right on the money. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And you've seen these curl routes. This is a timing route. Understand the ball's got to come out of my hand right when he hits the top of that curl. Nice job by the QB finding him. Nice catch.
They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Gets it to the back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
I love early in the game getting my quarterback in the rhythm. Coming out, short passes, easy completions. Now we're getting in a good spot.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. And Ohio State makes a ton of highlights with the big pass plays, but this defense has turned in its share over the years, too.
So many guys that we could go back. The Bosa brothers, Chase Young, just recently, the guys that they put their hand in the dirt and they go make things happen, get after quarterbacks like you see right here.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
power football with the run. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Looking for a man. It's Sellers. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend him.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
This defense talked about it coming into this football game. We've got to affect the quarterback. We got to rattle him. We got to hit him early. How about this? 1st drive, 2 sacks already. So far, mission accomplished.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Now on the option. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the field goal unit. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. And it's no good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
The misfire on the 49-yard field goal attempt sets him up with pretty good field position at the 32. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Finds his tight end. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Looking for room, it's Peoples. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense. As a staff, challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the...
Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You got to be able to... plays. And that running back had it, man. He had a 1st down, but he just could not hold on to the football. You got to be able to finish runs. That's one thing this coaching staff is always preaching to their backfield.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw. It's Sayin. Got it in the middle. It's Peoples. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going for 6. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. 2nd down coming.
Oh, the offense just not able to come up with that. You knew that was going to be a bang-bang play, right? They're taking a shot into the end zone. That's going to have to be a contested catch on the back end, but he wasn't able to come up with it because of the hit.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
These 3rd downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this 3rd down.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
Busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go. Or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Their own end zone nipping at their heels as they start this drive from their own 2. The give to the tailback. And I think they'll mark him right at the line of scrimmage. Didn't help much with the breathing room, but on the upside, they avoided the safety. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's O'Neal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From his end zone, he'll have to get rid of it. Grab near the marker, it's Brown. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. That was a really well-run route on the curl to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and it's a nice job, too, by the receiver, getting his depth and then finding space in between the defenders, giving his quarterback a nice target.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The officials move it 5 yards back, and it's 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, he leads it with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options. And he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
And the Gamecocks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Keeps it on the draw. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Gamecocks will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And the Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. Caught over the middle. It's Tate. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room.
defense. And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, return to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
South Carolina.
Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Pocket breaking down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His second interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. This quarterback part of their running game. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Well, the offense is trying to get it down on the ground there on 3rd down, but they just can't seem to make it work because of how physical the defense has been, guys. It's made this offense very one-dimensional. I mean, the only way it seems they can move the football is when they try to throw it.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Back to pass, it's Sayin. It's complete on the right side. Turning on the Jets. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Smith.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
set on second down. On the ground, it's Peoples. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Defense is about seeing it and pulling the trigger. You can tell they pull the trigger so fast, get to the back, get him on the ground quickly.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. The offense changing the play. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. And they dialed up the shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. You really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
So now on comes the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The ball bounces through the end zone and it will be a touchback. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Hold it, finds his man on the left. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. And the Gamecocks want to move quickly.
To see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Bringing the heat. Going for it all. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
And as a quarterback, you've got to be able to take advantage of the situation. You were given the ball in tremendous field position. You've thrown 2 straight incompletions. You can't squander this opportunity. You need a big play here.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on third and long. He's looking to throw. The screen, he's got wheels. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And this one splits the uprights. That brings them to within one. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. They'll try the counter. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass. It's Sellers. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the Gamecocks will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. He gets it out to the 17. The cover unit right there to make the stop. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. To the ground with the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fired into the right, complete. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy position.
As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. They'll try to get the first through the air. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads it left. What a job to lay out and make the catch. One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. 2nd down.
Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Defense calls the timeout, trying to build up the nerves with this kicker. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And he'll try to bang this one through from 52 yards out and the left hash. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a single. And that'll do it. Here in the second quarter, halftime has arrived, and we head to the studio. The Gamecocks will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Showing the arm strength to the left. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right now playing together as one.
So now it's second and long. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. He was looking for that big return to go with the pick, but he'll set him up in business at the 36. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing, then get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going, and something can start to build.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Rides the back and leaves it. They get him stopped at the 30, but not before he gets 5 yards.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
And the Gamecocks pick up the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, it's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where you can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try to get outside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. It seems so inviting trying to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast, you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch the ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Bennett. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. On the move from inside is 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Here comes the heat. Finding an escape route. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Under fire. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On third and short, the power run here. The Buckeyes will keep this drive going.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks, it's Smith. Stopped at the 41-yard line after the 5-yard gain. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and we saw that right there.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. To the air, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Hunt is on its way. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. He got a little antsy at the line of scrimmage, and they'll move him back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
All right, let's get it. Quick.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. QB draw. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Sellers. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Makes the catch on the left. Off and running. Oh, he's got some speed. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
I like it. You're backed up towards the end zone, and you go aggressive and spin the football, try to make the big play, and do they ever. 90-plus yards to the house. Who needs space? I'll take 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory, and he might have a question or two to answer about that decision. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. Grabs it inside the 15. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
My philosophy on going for 2 is only when you have to. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fair catch called for and made. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Down lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Makes the catch, it's Hubbard. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They send the tight end in motion. To the ground to try to move the chain. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd.
South Carolina, 17. Ohio State, 12.
They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. The give to the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback, Dave.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
And the Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver going in motion. Goes to the option. Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The Gamecocks are marching down the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Looking to throw, it's Sellers. Buys a little extra time. Fires on the move. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
And on that third down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. And as a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up fourth.
They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Rides to the back. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
And there's nothing more demoralizing for a defense than when you're losing, you know they're going to run the football, they're trying to run the clock, and you can't stop them. They've got to be more aggressive, bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. They got to stop this ground game and get the ball back.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. DB's right up on the receivers. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. He'll do it himself on the draw. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The Gamecocks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Quarterback keeper. Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Calls his own number. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. So that was a methodical 17-play drive for the touchdown. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Ohio State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Leaves it with the back. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
And the Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short. To the air, it's Sayin. Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. I got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Well, the problem for this offense now late in the game, trailing by a bunch of points, is that the defense knows they're going to throw the football. And right now, offensively, they cannot protect the edge. You saw the speed coming from the outside. He was able to get to the quarterback for another negative play.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
You've got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes,